What's up, guys? My name's Stu. I just got back from Mission Chicago. There is a bunch of Star Trek Online news to go over, so let's get into it. Mission Chicago was an absolute blast. I got to see a bunch of cool things, meet a bunch of cool people. I was asked to sign a Romulan body pillow. I got to see this live. It was an experience. But we're here to talk about Star Trek Online, so let's get into it. The next major update for STO is called Stormfall and will be coming May 10th. This update will feature a new episode, Blue Shift, and a new TFO. The TFO is actually a revamp of Assault on Terok Nor. Much like the original, you'll be fighting the Terran Empire aboard the mirror version of Deep Space Nine. The big difference is that this time you'll be fighting on the modern map of Deep Space Nine. So no more giant clunky Assault on Terok Nor that's 8 times bigger than it actually should be. Because of the difference in scale between the two maps, a lot of the mechanics for this TFO are being completely reworked. Next for the Stormfall update is the next episode, Blue Shift. All we really know about this episode is that it will feature more action against your Mirror Universe counterpart, it'll take place on the Mirror Universe version of Pavo, and a new character voiced by Star Trek Discovery actor and Star Trek Online streamer Noah Averbach-Katz, aka the Type 1 Trekkie. This character is apparently going to be an Andorian from the Mirror Universe who is fighting the Terran Empire to help protect Mirror Pavo. Also coming is a revamp of the Federation tutorial to bring it up to the game's current standards. This tutorial update will feature new environments, new cutscenes, and Admiral Janeway. The Star Trek Online panel also featured a work-in-progress trailer showing a lot of tidbits for a lot of interesting stuff. One of the first things we get to see is Grudge. Looks like we're getting Maine Coon cats added as companion pets. Also in this sequence, we see various shots of the new Federation interior kit. STO environment artist Nick Duguid, aka Tumor Boy, has been working on these for several months, and I'm pretty excited to see them in game. Nick, I really hope I pronounced your last name correctly. Tumor Boy has been live streaming a lot of his work on this environment kit on Twitch. Lately, he's been working on a revamp of the Enterprise F's bridge, and today on Twitter, he dropped this. Nick, I love you, man. Also in this trailer, we got to see several new upcoming ships, the first being the Acheron. We don't know much about this ship yet, other than that it seems to be some sort of variant of the Styx Dreadnought. In fact, we only know the name because it leaked onto the live server a few weeks ago. Next was an unnamed ship with a sleek black hull, more on that one later. And the third ship was the Farpoint Jellyfish. Yep, the giant jellyfish from Encounter at Farpoint. During a Meet the Devs event, Kale did confirm that this will be a playable ship, and I am very interested to find out how the heck that's gonna work. The next portion of the trailer featured a Gorn turning into a giant weird scorpion-like creature. I have no idea what this is about. I assume it's a cosmetic thing for a future event. All I've been told is that the color of the creature will change based on the race of your character. And the last thing in that work-in-progress trailer is probably the biggest news of all, the reveal of the Cerritos. That's right, Lower Deckers, the California class is finally coming to Star Trek Online. This wasn't mentioned in the panel, but Kale did later tell me that this is going to be a lockbox ship released in the next season. So you better start saving up for Master Keys. I know people are going to be complaining that it's not a C-Store ship, but what can you do? Beyond that, I have no information on the ship stats or anything else, so we're going to have to wait. Now, remember that ship with the black hull? We got to look at that the next day during the Art of Ship Design panel. This is the Kalian Intel Multi-Mission Science Vessel, and it is going to be a legendary version of the Vesta. Its appearance is based off of the old Starfleet intelligence ships that STO released back during Delta Rising. This legendary version explains why the Vesta is getting a revamp, which Thomas Maroney posted to Twitter not that long ago. There's no news on the stats, but we can make some assumptions based on the name. It's a multi-mission ship, so it'll probably have a hangar bay. It's a full intel ship, so it'll have the gather intelligence mechanic and a commander level intel seat. Probably on the science seat. It'll also probably have a secondary temporal seat because all of the current T6 Vestas do have a temporal seat. Though that is just speculation on my part. Now, you've probably seen this ship already being called the Carlian class. Yeah, that's kind of my fault. I was posting news about the ship during the panel to Twitter, and my phone's autocorrect decided to switch the E to an R. Normally this probably wouldn't be a big deal, but apparently my tweet is also how STO concept artist Hector Ortiz found out about the name. And apparently he copy-pasted it from my tweet. Oops. Now, speaking of legendary ships, we're actually getting a new one very soon. This news actually dropped before the convention, but I didn't have time to make a video on it because I had to leave the next day, so I'm gonna do it now. On April 14th, we are getting the new Legendary Dominion Captain's Bundle, which will include a legendary Jem'Hadar attack ship. This bundle will also include a level 65 boost for all Jem'Hadar characters. Since Jem'Hadar characters already start at level 60, a level 65 boost seems kind of ridiculous, but they've kind of adjusted for that. For one, it'll be cheaper. Normally bundles like this cost 12,000 Zen, whereas this one will be 9,000 Zen. And that's not counting for the fact that this ship will have a 50% off sale on its release. so you'll be able to pick it up for 4,500 Zen until April 28th. This Dominion level 65 boost comes with a lot of the same things the other level 65 boosts come with. You know, a little bit of EC and experience, inventory and bank slots, Mark 14 gear for your ship, captain, and away team, but this one also comes with some neat exclusives. The first is a new melee weapon, the Jem'Hadar Kartaken. That's the polearm weapon you often saw in the Dominion War. And the other is a unique bridge officer, a Weyoun clone. This one is different from the hologram Weyoun bridge officer that's already in the game because he has different bridge officer traits. One of those being a new unique trait, Authority of the Founders, which gives plus 7.5 to all weapons damage, plus 1% to crit chance, and plus 2.5 to crit severity. It's basically engineered soldier with an added ground effect. This would be really cool, except that brings us to the part that I really don't like about this level 65 boost. The exclusive items are single character pickups, meaning that Kartaken and the Weyoun buff are only going to be usable on the character they use this boost on. And that's really annoying considering the price of these bundles. The ship is the legendary Jem'Hadar Vanguard pilot attack ship. Man, that's a mouthful. Now, the ship I actually like. I'm normally not a big fan of pilot ships, but my opinion on them has softened since the release of the T6 Nova and its trait. It also has a secondary Lieutenant Commander intel seat, so it's going to be good for unconventional systems triggers. It also has a 5.2 weapons layout, which I'm sure we're all grateful to hear about. Being a Vanguard ship, it'll also have access to the Wingman mechanic, which is going to be kind of funny looking because the Wingmen are actually going to be bigger than this little attack ship. Because this is a legendary ship, this will also feature all the consoles and starship traits from any previous versions of the Jem'Hadar attack ship. So that's Dominion Defense Screen and Go for the Kill. The console has some decent passives on it, but its click really isn't that great. And Go for the Kill is the extension trait for Rapid Fire, so if you like rapid fire builds, you're going to want that. The new starship trait this ship comes with is called Vanguard Specialists. This trait focuses on the firing mode abilities from the specializations, which is something we've been asking for quite a while now. In the initial announcement, all this trait did was lower the cooldowns of those specialization abilities, but that issue has been addressed. Mordecus said via Twitter that he has heard the feedback that just lowering the cooldowns of these abilities does not do enough to significantly affect them. So he will add an additional effect to this trait that increases the duration of all these abilities by 5 seconds. Hopefully this will go out with the ship's launch, but if it doesn't, it will be on a later build. This change is kind of a game changer because it brings these specialization firing modes back onto the playing field because it makes them viable along with Beam Overload and Cannon Scatter Volley. At least that's the hope, we still have to test them. This is pretty significant because it's going to change how we view what makes a ship good. Normally ships with insufficient tactical seating are looked down upon, but with this new specialization trait, that actually brings them back into play. The Parliament class is a great example. With its seating it can't use Beam Overload 3, but with this trait you could probably set up a decent Exceed Rated Limits build now. Mordecus, if you're listening, thank you so much for hearing us out on this. I am very excited to play around with this trait. So yeah, not terribly excited for the level 65 boost, but the ship and the trait, I'm here for it. Definitely want that. Oh, also, I almost forgot, the ship also comes with new Polaron quad cannons. Like the name suggests, these are just Polaron versions of quad cannons. They'll function just like the existing ones, except they'll have the Polaron proc. So if you like Polaron cannon builds, this could be an interesting addition. One last thing to go over before I wrap up. Because I was at a convention, that means I got codes. I've got a few extras, so I will be hosting a giveaway on the Continuum Discord. This is a Discord channel I share with a few other content creators like Q Continuum and Big Papa Tart. To enter the giveaway, all you have to do is join the Discord, find the giveaways tab, find my giveaway, and then hit the little ta-da emoji. It looks like a little red party horn. The giveaway will be open for about a week, and then I will DM the codes to the winners via Discord. Oh, I should probably mention these codes are PC only. Sorry, console players, nothing I can do about it. So yeah, that's pretty much all the news from Mission Chicago, and everything a little bit before that. Out of everything here, what are you guys most excited to see? For me, it's the California class. I cannot wait to get my hands on that ship, because, you know, it's the Cerritos, man! Anyway, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. It's YouTube, you guys know the drill by now. My name's Stu, and I will see you guys next time.